would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The play fake on first down. They're working that left side. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10, it's got to make a statement today.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw a quick timing slant. Now, let's settle in. We're good. We got this.
The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer, you got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a man. It's Strong. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Might be changing the route. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Strong. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets it out fast. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
A lot of times you have these guys starve. These wide receivers, they're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, and especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep him guessing.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Touchdown Wolverines! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in Game 2 so far.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Ole Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Washington right back to the line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Looks as if he's going to run it. Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
It's just so nice to have a signal man who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires to the tight end. Ball is loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying play action. He'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Griffin. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I'll tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some 1st downs.
They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll move the tight end. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He won't have enough for the 1st down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they're...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw it strong. Finds his back in the middle. There he goes. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The offense changing the play. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Lost a throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 25. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. He splits the uprights, and now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to pass. It's strong. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Mayo. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Using his feet. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got to have confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Gets away. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker in Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys can go sideline to sideline, but they can also blitz. This guy can do it all.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Setting up the screen. Oh, what a move. Almost pop free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's fourth down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Dropping back, it's Strong. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Washington. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Under fire. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB, dropping back the pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Rush is on him. This one's complete. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves them with 2nd and 20. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. Knocked off his feet. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB. Sink.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Strong. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Some room in at the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got a man. It's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
There's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, they've still got the lead, but they are losing the momentum, and the defense is starting to make plays after getting that last sack. They can feel it right now. You can see them playing with a whole lot of more energy. There's a lot of pressure on this offense now to respond.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Dropping back, it's Strong. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. On target over the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Let's go! Let's go!
He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Strong. Under fire. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away. No 3rd down conversion for you.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Trying to make magic on the screen. Turning it on. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
They got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's all the way setup. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Washington! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Averill. Can't get him to the ground.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessful. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Now on 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Makes the catch. It's Logan. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He wants to take the top off. He got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation